Family Promise Montco, PA has made a commitment to addressing homelessness and hunger in Montgomery County, and we do everything we can every day to honor that commitment. Sometimes that means sitting at a desk and meeting with families. Sometimes that means delivering food, and sometimes that means taking a stand, literally. This May, the FP Montco team went to Harrisburg and joined the collaborative advocacy network of the Bucksmont Collaborative and dozens of other local organizations to advocate for affordable housing policies and access to behavioral healthcare systems. But what does that mean? Well, did you know that 22% of households in Montgomery County and 27% of households in Bucks County are living above the federal poverty line, but below the cost of living in their respective counties? That means that although they're working, they are frequently making choices about whether to spend money on rent or mortgage, or things like food, medicine, car repairs, and childcare. The lack of affordable housing has reached a crisis point in Bucks and Montgomery counties, and we need to take action to prevent the crisis from worsening. We're sharing about 3 housing priorities today. The first is raising the FAIR funding cap. FAIR is the Pennsylvania Housing Affordability and Rehabilitation Enhancement Fund. FAIR delivers tens of millions of dollars each year to communities in every county to expand low-income housing, prevent homelessness, remediate blight, and promote home ownership. But the current funding cap is $40 million. Our goal is to increase the program's cap to $100 million over the next 3 years. The second housing priority is supporting funding in the Department of Human Services budget for eviction prevention. The state average of evictions is 7.1%, but both Montgomery and Bucks counties are in the top tier of eviction filing rates in this state, sitting at 8.79% and 9.84%. The third housing priority is supporting zoning reform. Our ability to address the housing affordability crisis is impacted by the overly restrictive and bureaucratic zoning laws across the counties. To put it simply, building and preparing affordable housing is outlawed where it's needed most. But housing isn't the only thing we're advocating for today. The second is behavioral health access policies. The need for behavioral health services is growing while funding falls behind. Nearly 34% of Pennsylvanians have a mental illness or substance use disorder. In 2012, base funding for counties was cut by 10%, and it has not been restored since, with only a 3% increase in 2023. We're asking for an increase in funding that focuses on prevention, early intervention, and coordination between systems. Second, we need to stabilize, strengthen, and expand the behavioral health workforce to right-size our staffing response to growing behavioral health needs. We're also standing up for mental health parity. There is inequity in reimbursement rates between primary care physicians and behavioral health care professionals. This creates a barrier to finding and receiving appropriate mental health care. And in this last point, you'll realize that everything is connected. If we want to attract and retain a strong behavioral health workforce, they need to be able to afford to live here. Housing is foundational to the health and wellness of individuals and communities. For so many in our region, housing is just not attainable. And that's why we're here. We won't sit and watch. We are active advocates, and we want to fight for our families because housing is a human right. 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 We hope that you will join us as we continue to address homelessness and hunger, one family at a time.